Ebusia for some quantities in a yamma obibia aquaba. Ebusia ebeka ya enchebia ana MPP Amanyo Kono save the judiciary demonstration pa ebusia enye asenketwa nyina elese kwanya His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enam so wode Ghana judges ni bi faso ene yera CJ Tokono Chief Justice Gertrude Tokono de faso person we gini fi onom no enya de se omo energy ho anase ombema kwanya de santi omo aye demonstration kese pa butia enye asenketwa na demonstration mu no ana video bi eba emantene se minority leader honorable Afenyo Markin etumi abo police ni bi asum asoti police ni bi ebusia enye asenketwa video no circulate ewo baby na ebusia in fact sa video ya eba emantene ana Ghana fo bebre na etumi aba emantene abetro madwin atutu bi ede amane yewra minority leader honorable Afenyo Markin say one kasa we a lawyer na unim say ade ya we enya de say eye ne kwan so a fi say police ne no according to honorable Afenyo Markin and according to report in saka no chemu a police ne no ade say opiempia na kokko na opiempia okokko kra na enya de say wo se wutumi ebonasum asort ne ewo nipa mu esa fi say no police ne bia represent embra no the santi no Ghana for aba mantene etwabo yewra anase honorable Afenyo Market so papa yebusia enye asem kitwa na mepese mese wadaje enko tie Ghana for binom ensam a omo eka edefa we mu se wo honorable Afenyo Market so bia wodim embra wo minority leader utumi ye ade we ewo enipem anase utumi ye ade we a in fact omo di ne ho ya papa eye a ebusia enye asenketwa na mepese mese wadaje na gbowrem na yenti ensam a Ghana for binom eka ede efa we hu ye ba de mu bia no.
Young people were arrested. They were detained and denied bail. It took another demonstration, a whole lot of public advocacy and some issue, Ni was part of the people.
Yeah, that's true.
Oliver and other people were assaulted because they demonstrated. And Afenyo Markin and Co had a free ride. And they did a demonstration across the length and breadth of this country, walk all the way to the presidency. And the chief of staff, deputy chief of staff, approached them and even spoke to them. And you click your mind back during the last 8 years.
I see.
Because we lived in a country demonstration by a no-go area. But then the same bunch of individuals who said there is the need to us to do demonstration. Fine, I respect that, and that is it. And again, Afenyo Markin had a brush or an encounter with a police officer. The gentleman in question is not just an ordinary person. He's the minority leader of parliament. According to him, he's a lawyer. And then,
according to him,
he's a lawyer and several other he is a member of parliament and as forth. He understands as a police initial police uniform that symbolizes the authority of the state.
With the berets.
You don't assault a police officer in a uniform. Yeah. But in that video, we saw him in the past, not police if one demonstrators and as for by a neck or no as a leader. Only member is assaulting a police officer in the presence of everybody. And then the gentleman quickly ran to TV station and said, the police officer rather assaulted him.
That is so shameful.
And then the video came out vindicating the fact, say he rather assaulted the police officer.
Very shameful.
I'm expecting, say it's good that the police has issued a statement that they want it. But you see, some of these issues, yen to me end up brushing outside, because as a lawmaker, you are the law, you know the law, you legislate law. You cannot be engaging in this lawless act to the extent of say, attack a police officer in a uniform. This is something I expect condemnation from across board. By act to the extent of say, attack a police officer in a uniform. This is something I expect condemnation from across board. What is a Ghana Bar Association issue statement? These are a bunch of lawless individuals. They are there. Political interest and more fine because JB, when this whole Chief Justice issue came up and GB away I shall say so issue statement, I was so very surprised because over the years because in the last 8 years the atrocities are unleashed on the individuals. Kwanya ya use the court to frustrate people. Kwanya President Akufo-Addo first pack a court. Ekofa known party people are inserting into the judiciary. The GBA at the time no couldn't find their senses to realize that Nema na papa no ye no dented the credibility of your judiciary. Appointment na air course, there was the need. Abra Chief Justice for Krata to Odin, Churchill and Nam for Odin, and the former President Kufuor said, "Oh, appoint you to the Supreme Court." No, GBA could not condemn those statements, and there are several other things. Air course, and suddenly, no, if somebody has submitted a petition to the president. And I say, oh, go through the same liar. Suddenly, this bunch of cowards are once again barking like dog in the public space. They want people to, your friends, respect them. What would the kind of backlash or within your friends saying the media space?
Yeah.
That is what I'm telling you. Say, next generation, you can't threaten people with me a lawyer and no, those things don't move nothing. When you speak, the intellect you display. O kasa kwan ya befa so abekasa ne nsem a abeka na Nipa uze abrante o a lawyer na nyese lawyer sa akeke because lawyer ne enim lawyer wo jebi wa ponche yira sesia na wo de court enim lawyer abefre no and ye from Supreme Court enim lawyer abefa na di wachi so lawyers no munyina anya pay. That is what you should know, you understand. But you see the kind of standard abesete as a person, I think that is what you need to do as your friend saying as a person. But in this particular situation, you know, the whole thing turned into some kind of a political way. I say, and for me, that is very shameful. And it's a GBA, our legitimate grounds, say, hey, because of worry. But this is a legal institution, an association of lawyers speaking to constitutional issues. They are speaking like Sebi, Obi Oye Fundaka now can law once because Obi Oye Fundaka no on can law. But these are lawyers speaking like that. You understand? Because if you are speaking about issues of law, you should be able to premise your argument on law.
Now, before I just want to clarify and emphasize on the Afenyo Markin issue.
Okay.
At the time, Afenyo Markin demonstrated as a member of parliament.
Okay.
He demonstrated as an individual. Okay. So he doesn't enjoy any immunity. Okay. The police have every right to arrest him rather than inviting him. No. With the mistake of Moya, say. At the spot, you know, yes, they should have arrested him on the spot. But we are not there so you cannot arrest him. That is the thing. So that is how ineffective our police is also here to a certain extent. You see, we very often cow them under political intimidation as well. Because like an ordinary person assault to a police officer and immediately now so why can't we do the same thing? Because we need to strengthen and empower state institutions just to ensure that Nipa, it doesn't matter who you are, because say are you MP or this you need to arrest that person and prove to him that he's not above the law. You understand? You don't allow him to go home and chest out, do radio, TV interview. The following day, when you're backlash, I feel the police for back to statements and I invite him. Who cares about that? I know the day, no. Or China, Obisia Bontino attack a police officer at because an MP who is supposed